Doesn't this series just speaks to you in a way, man? That just make you feel just a certain feeling inside, man. I love it. I love it. This is probably, I've already said this when I was reading it, but this is probably one of the best isekais I've ever read. Right next to Mushoku Tensei. It's a good book. And it's just, wow. I don't know why. This episode really just is always good to look out for someone when you have the power to do so. It's always good. And yes, it's okay to have a self gratitude about it. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you're helping someone. I'm pretty sure the kid who's getting it from you, even if it is for a selfish reason, doesn't care. As long as they're being fed and clothed in bed, they don't care. So when I see something like this, it just warms my heart. The beginning, I had to go back and read the chapters, and these chapters evolve 8 and 9 when it comes to manga. Like I said, I haven't read the light novels, but nonetheless, this was well put together. They skipped some things, like when mine finally had all her retainers on her side, they're getting along until she heard that the orphanage was not having their alms of God anymore. They're running low on that. So she went there with, he forget the name, Gil, yes, Gil. I think his name is Gil. And when he went there, they saw a terrible sight, a very bad sight. And you can tell, this is why when I was young, I was told not to be a religious person, but a spiritual person, because most religion were created by a higher society to control those around them, to get their way, to prey upon the weak, whether it's through money, will, or faith. And this episode really spoke to me in a way where it's not always good to follow your religion. Even God said himself is to question him, to test your faith in him as well. That is the point of it. And this really showed that, they showed how it was so difficult just to help out some orphans not because of morality or because of business, it was because of the entire noble society. This religion was only made to help out the nobles. That's the only reason this religion exists, even if the tales of the gods that this religion is about is true. The entire structure, the rules, all that stuff was designed by the nobles to control everybody, give them justification to stay in power. And this kind of method, this system exists all over the world, which causes war, segregation, separation, all that stuff. So the importance of really looking at this episode is very wide. It really is. She just wanted to help some orphans out. She went to the head priest, and even though it turns out the head priest himself wanted to help him, but he had to do it in secret. The fact that you had to do this in secrets just to help out some kids is disgusting. There's so many rules to the point that you can't even have those kids who aren't retainers to go outside. Why can't they go outside the cathedral? Because they won't allow it. There are probably reasons. It probably might show the corruption of the nobles. They're running low on nobles in the first place. They see them in a state, of course, it'll cause a mass-wide anger, a mass-wide panic, seeing that these people are disgusting. They already know it, but they see it being flaunted in front of their faces. A riot will start. This is why they kept walls between the rich and poor, so that the poor won't see the rich floundering themselves away all the time, showing their corruption, so it'll be all kept behind closed doors. As you can see, if it is exposed, people will riot. A good example of what's going on right now here in our very situation where everyone was on lockdown, and you see all the celebrities acting like, oh, woe is me. And then you see the backlash from the normal people like you and me just getting fed up with it, sick of it. These people in their safe environments and runs of money and servants in space, and yet they dare act like that they understand us? Hell no. You don't understand me. So shut up. That's exactly another thing I got from here. And but you still have to keep things intact. It shows even when you are in a high up society, things aren't easy. In fact, I believe things get hard. I believe everyone has their hard trials, whether you are rich or poor, or even in between. Life is not going to always be easy for most people, and that's just how it is. Mine has to keep things a secret. She has to know every face, every name, and who they work for. She was bad mouthing the ideals of the high priest, and she didn't know that one of the supporters, who was a blue robe, and one of his retainers were there. She didn't know this because she didn't realize it, because she is the person who speaks her mind immediately. It's good to have this kind of honesty, but when you're in this kind of environment, you gotta play things smart. Now, you could use the excuse that she's just a kid, but then yet again, she has the brain of an adult. And I think that's where one of the things that the show falls apart is some theorize that the reason why, even though Mind's brain, the spirit, is from an adult person, but the reason why she acts like a kid is because the body and soul are finally merging to the point where, even though she's an adult, she's going to have these kid tendencies. And that's what's really happening right now. She's going to have the emotions and the acting of a kid from time to time, despite her being an adult. Which is a very interesting theory, but yet to be proven. It will be very interesting. It will justify most of the kind of ignorant things that Mind does throughout the series. It will very, very justify it if that is the reason. But I'm not here to really talk about. I'm here to talk about the episode, but mainly what's behind it. The corruption of nobility and the higher class. If you're rich and all that stuff, go ahead, be rich and stuff. But don't go and try and control me by using a system that you set up where you and only you can win. I ain't playing that. That is how it is. Even when it comes to the Bible. And there are things that contradict everything it says. But I believe that is the point. As the years move on, so the progression of the Bible. But this goes for other religions. This is why when a religion's rules stay the same forever and society itself tries to evolve, it can't because of the religion itself not wanting to evolve with it. And it's because of that what causes some places to stay as third world countries. It's the exact truth. I know it all so well. Now, with Lutz. God, I love Lutz. Lutz is best boy. Lutz is best boy, man. The dude, in a way, he's the dude who gives Mind the motivation. Every time Mind's in a pickle, she just looks at Lutz and see what he's doing, and it motivates her. It gets her to look at things a different way. And that's what I like about Lutz. He definitely is her anchor to show her, okay, she's panicking, let's calm her down and make things clear. Which would you rather have? Taking responsibility of being an orphanage director or being responsible for letting a lot of kids starve to death? Which one would you rather have? And the choice was clear as day for her. But now she still needs to learn how to act as one of the nobles, and the head priest will probably teach her that as the show goes on, where she'll learn to adapt to nobility. She'll blend in among them. Even we have some revelation from the head priest himself, him having a secret room and only those with high capacities of mana can enter it. Now he was having a conversation, asking a question, and you can tell the importance of this room is because how the music itself evens out with the conversation that they were having during his time. It showed we probably be here again. I think we were there again during the very first episode of the first season, where he's trying to find out why she's so different. We're not at that part yet. When? I ain't saying. But all I'm going to say is that I'm looking forward to it. And that's all I got for this episode. It was wonderful, as usual. I swear to God. I just love the series so much. And even after the series is done, I hope we get a season 3, baby. As I say, only parts of season 2 is translated through English. They still have some way to go. In part 3 as well is actually translated with 18 chapters so far out. But I believe it's on hiatus because the mangaka is taking a little break for right now. So I hope he rests up and feels better and continue doing it. So anyway, that's all I got for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been the Madcrown on Anime. Signing out.